on the opposite end of the map, and Ref is gonna get locked up. He's stunned. He needs Mega. He needs the ultimate. He's almost there. Shut down with the flash is gonna be expended, and Galliant is gonna pick up the kill. Meanwhile, they are gonna get Dragon on the opposite end of the map. This is good awareness coming out from the Salty Mandrakes. Whew.
This is great. This is like, I mean, sure, this is
the dive. They could dive. They know that they're on the opposite side of the map. They have Sugan. Sugan could tank the turret here. Siren is currently tanking, though. Is going to get shut down, and that's a Pyke ultimate. That's going to be the end of their bot side on the side of these large riders. Carbon here. Carbon is here. He wants some revenge. He wants Sugan. Sugan is going to get ulted here and ignited. Platinum is going to slay him down in top side of the map. It looks like Weak Sides and Galliant are just gonna
give it to him?
Get the first turret here.
Ref isn't gonna teleport to it? Oh, Ref teleported mid. What?
He teleported mid. I guess he thought that it was no use when you don't have the Gnar bar there, but...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's such great plays coming from both teams. I mean, giving a shutdown to... Was there a shutdown given? To...
I'm not sure, but Siren wants to shut down Weak Sides here and will do it. Flashes away, but to no avail. The Ignite is going to catch Siren off guard, and wow, I have no idea if he's just trying to get leads for himself, but, you know, did trade for one, so not the worst thing in the world as Galliant and Sugan kind of battle for the scuttle.
Why, don't battle a Nunu for a scuttle, man. You don't want this fight.
You don't want these hands. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke at all.
The magical Yeti hands, they go jazz fingers.
Yeah, and I feel like this is the first game where Galliant is behind. We saw him do very well in the first game on the Maokai. We saw him do very well in the second game, and now he's kind of fallen behind against this Nunu here. You know, Nunu doesn't have any kills, but it has impacted the map a lot. I'd say he's impacted the map way more than Galliant has right now. And Sugan, speaking of which, oh my god, he's gonna catch Carbon here. Carbon is gonna dodge the hook here, but he's stuck in the Nunu ultimate. He's stuck between Siren and a hard place, and Galliant is gonna pop the subjugate. The glacial prison is gonna pick up the kill on Sugan, and Fred is gonna pick that one up.
There you go, Fred.
The Kraken is completed, so that is really good.
Wait a second. Double 0-5 for Ragnarok. 2-1-0 for Fred.
Yeah.
Ragnarok, are you the support? I don't know.
Yeah, well, we do know that CFL, you know, picked Pyke for a reason. The reason is to roam. The reason is to impact the map. And they're doing a really good job of it. Nunu and Pyke, very, very complementary champions to each other. And yeah, that's what's netting them these kills here. That's what netting them the 2K gold lead here. But Carbon looks like he's coming up to claim some kills of his own, as Siren is doing well this game.
I mean, I think. Oh, by the way, we have a Mountain Soul on the horizon. So, if the side of Salty Mandrakes gets that, by the way, it's going to be very hard for the side of Needlessly Large Ride to kill them. Because that's shields. That's a lot of shields.
Yeah.
I mean, Carbon can automatically pick up, what, a Shadow Flame? There you go. That kind of just hinders it. But at the same time, I don't know. It seems like long way off. Just this. There's 3 members on the side of. We have Disconnect.
Oh, we have a Disconnect. Not sure if they're gonna pause it. Arrow comes in as we reconnect, and he's under tower though, but the tower gets destroyed. Good thing Fred was focusing the tower. Like to see it, making sure that Yang doesn't die.
Had to pop heal though.
Had to pop heal. Not the worst thing in the world. Rather that than the death. Dragon coming up in a minute though, and teams are posturing here. We have, you know, 2 turrets to nilch. For the side. Oh, there's another disconnect. Oh my gosh. I hope his internet's doing okay, but yeah, this is definitely. Yeah. Oh, there's a reconnect. Okay, so we're looking good. We're kind of getting to this point where, I mean, I don't want to say that needlessly large rods are, kind of popping off here, but they do have the only turrets on the map, so they should have prio for this next Drake, right? They just have to push both lanes and make sure that they have wards everywhere, but they're now coming into the drag pretty late. 7 seconds on the dragon here. No,
I mean,
team has
all
prio.
members on both sides are in the bot side of their jungles.
Yeah.
So it's all a matter of who's gonna pull the trigger. And honestly, in my eyes, Carbon's gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. Seafell also looking for a trigger with the Pike hook of his own. Rift Herald pop mid lane. That's a really good strategy to get the team to respond. And Carbon is going to get engaged on instead. And that's dead Carbon. The dragon should be started momentarily, it looks like, as Ref wants more. Ref is like, I'm feeling myself. I've got 5 kills. I'm really in this today. I have not been doing good the first 2 games, but hey, I'm coming back.
Hey, hey, when you have a bad Gnar game and all of a sudden you have a great Gnar game, like, it's a big difference. You feel like you could take on the world even when you're small. Like, it's great. Seafell having a lot of disconnect issues.
Yeah, Seafell definitely.
But it's not stopping them.
It's really not. It's really not. I think that's great. That is a pretty good indication that, hey, everything is all right. We don't have to pause the game. And it looks like needlessly large rods pushing out this mid lane here. They are gonna get this turret, but
I mean, there's not really much that they can do. There's not really much that. Oh wait, no.
Oh no, Seafell is gonna get immediately obliterated as he runs into the glacial prison. Oh, here comes the hostile takeover. It's gonna hit Siren and Sugan, but they're too far away from each other to hit each other. And a lot of turret damage coming on to Fred here. That's a little bit of trade back in the gold department for. But Ref does not have Mega Gnar. He's flashing out. And will he hit Mega Gnar before he is taken out? He will, yes. And he will escape with the breath of his life. And reconnected is Seafell once again. This is
needs to be in these fights.
This is weird.
Oh,
there's the pause. And it's interesting because I feel like the overall scheme of the game, it looks like it's going towards the Salty Mandrakes, but needlessly large rods actually have 4 towers on the enemy team, and that's might not be a lot, but like it's enough to say, hey,
gold.
That's gold. Yeah, that's definitely gold.
I mean, sure, in the end game there is going to be a bit of an issue for the side of needlessly large rods when the Salty Mandrakes get the soul for Dragon and is able to immediately start fighting and competing a lot, but it's just kind of one of those moments that you really need to start keeping an eye on this gold. I mean, luckily Ragnarok did take bot lane turret during this whole incident, but that's a tier 1. This is a tier 2.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, tier 2 mid lane, it gives a lot more gold.
And it gives a lot more map presence, right? Because you can kind of,
yes.
You can kind of navigate throughout the middle lane of the map, and that's an issue, right? We've seen a lot of good roams from the side of Salty Mandrake, so knowing where Seafell is going, knowing where Sugan is going on the Nunu, like that's critical information to know what objectives or where to prepare for when they want these objectives. And yes, they haven't taken a single. I don't think they even got Rift Herald, or maybe they did. I don't remember exactly if Galliant had gotten it, but taking out these turrets is definitely going to play a part. And bear with us while we get resumed in this pause. I'm just going to pause it real quick after we get in, just to make sure that we're all synced up. But yeah, this is an interesting game so far. Like, we know that needlessly large rods are not out of it yet, but they're on a verge of a mountain soul going into the hands of Salty Mandrakes. So I'm a little worried for them, but they do have Siren is actually. Oh, I'm paused at 18-18, by the way.
Okay, let me go back 1 second.
All right. Yeah, bear with us while we move through production, as I'm doing production and casting at the same time. But yeah, I think that Siren being 4-2-3 definitely is helping him as a LeBlanc do a lot more things around the map. So
I am there.
you're there.
Sorry.
All right.
Yes.
And we'll give it a second to kind of make sure it's good to go here, as I need to make sure that we have it. And yeah, but yeah, this is a really good game plan, I think, from the side of needlessly large rods to kind of group up and instead of spread out, because they have a Fed LeBlanc they're working with here. They have Ref, who is actually doing work this time around on the Gnar, so looking forward to that. All right, ready to unpause, my good friend?
Yes, I am.
All right, 3, 2, 1, unpause. 19,
Okay.
20,
20. There we go. We're good.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. All right, we'll head back in.
Sorry about that, folks.
Yep, sorry about that. That was just consequences of the pause, but that's okay. We're back in it. Just a few seconds ahead. So they pushed out mid, and now they're just chilling. They're clearing wards and making sure that everybody's good to go for the next fight.
Well, Dragon is up in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and Baron's up in a minute 15. Now, looks like the Ashe instead, Ragnarok picked up the Bork this time instead of finishing up the Mythic item. I'm not too sure. I am a average 80 carry player at that. In my eyes, I'm not entirely sure about the reasoning behind getting Bork before Mythic, but I think in this case, because of Gallant and Weak Side, it is one of those moments. Oh, there you go. Nice dodge. Well, not really nice dodge. It was moving too quickly.
Good dodges, good skill shot.
Yes.
Kind of straying away from, I guess you could say, but
strafing.
Yeah, strafing. There we go. Yeah, good reaction checks as Seafell is going to catch Weak Sides here, but Weak Sides wants to be on the offensive here. Is going to stun up Seafell, but Seafell gets away. And it looks like a front-to-back team fight, but Fred is just going to take out Sugan, who gets popped in the middle of their fight. And that's an immediate Baron right now.
That's a free Baron
right there. That is a free Baron.
Oh, no.
Ref does not have teleport. He could not have joined that fight, and that was just all 5 members grouping up. See, that's the thing they needed to do, was just group up and take out people together as a team, and they're displaying this prominently as, yes, they do lose some turrets, maybe this one here in the bot side, but I think Baron is vital to their comeback here in game number 3.
I think that Ref is most likely dead, unfortunately. Does not have the movement speed to get out. Oh, nope, never mind. Carbon does not chase, so luckily for that. 2-item Kaisa. Unfortunately for Ragnarok, has no kills still.
Yeah, I mean, they are playing Ashe, and Ashe is one of those, like, they can carry, they can be utility, they fill a different niche than Kaisa does, right? Kaisa wants to follow up on engages and acquire some kills with that Kraken Slayer. That's probably the reason Ragnarok went the Blade of the Ruin King, so that they could take out these turrets a little faster and make sure that, if they do get in contact with a duel, being solo, I think that does have a lot to do with why they picked up that item. But regardless, this dragon is going to be soul for the side of Salty Mandrakes, so they definitely want to fight this, and that's why FBA and Yang is kind of clearing out wards already in preparation.
I will say this. For the side of Salty Mandrakes, Sugan has to play very carefully. Very, very, very carefully. The reason being, only tank on the team.
Yeah.
Except when Ref is Mega. Alright, by all means, you have a backup.
Yeah, Weak Sides is clearing on the top side of the map. This dragon is coming up shortly. They're sitting in this bush.
Does have teleport.
Sugan!
Oh, no.
He barely missed out on that. He almost got one shot, as Sugan is now half health.
Subjugate.
is popped, so now that's not going to be up for a little bit now. Weak sides. Siren just takes out Yang on the bottom of that fight there, and Seafell is taking out Weak Side. Weak Side is in the middle of everything. Carbon now in the middle of everything as well, has to pop Spot Watch, but Fred is free firing in the backside. Carbon is taken out. This is their comeback chance. Fred is going to pop off though. Ref gets the 3-proc triple kill on Fred, and oh my gosh, it's Ragnarok versus Fred Galliant. Is this 2v2 happen? I mean, Galliant still has the smite. Oh, he gets pulled off the wall! Galliant has to escape with his life, though. Ragnarok is there. The Borg is working out in his favor. Fred is going to try to take out. It's shut down. Goes over to Ragnarok. Oh my god.
Get him.
Galliant has to back away. And this might be the sole point coming out for Salty Mandrakes. It was a messy one. But they got it.
Gosh.
They definitely got it. And Sugan,
be careful.
Sugan is running. TP coming in. This is gonna secure them this dragon. They want it for sure. Seafell gets hand shook into the team, but Siren, hostile takeover, goes over Ragnarok. Ragnarok pops the stopwatch. Dragon is slain. Weak sides. It's another fight. Galliant is in the front line. Weak sides taking a half health. Ref has the Mega Gnar. Can he do anything? No, he has to hop away. He does not have anything available on his team to him. And wow, they got the objective. They backed out, traded Ragnarok for everything there.
Yes, I mean, hey, Ragnarok has the Kraken Slayer now. There you go. Or did had Kraken Slayer? No, just got Kraken Slayer.
Just got Kraken Slayer, and
it's gonna be big. This is big now.
This is big.
Ragnarok.
But yet again, it still feels like a stalemate. I mean, yes, they got sold, and yes, they're on what seems to be the front foot of these fights, but it just feels like the tempo is still in favor of Needlessly Large Rods. Handshake comes in for Seafell, and they really want this top side of the map here for whatever reason. I mean, Baron is coming up in a minute and a half almost, but they can't really push anything out as long as, you know, the team fight is scary coming out from Salty Mandrakes.
I don't think that they want to fight anymore, Salty Mandrakes. If it's a team fight...
Wait a minute! Siren is going to catch out yet again! Ying!
Oh my gosh, Ragnarok with those snipes!
Ragnarok lands a perfect frost arrow, and oh my gosh, yeah, the snipes are just incredible.
I'm going to say this, like, with Ragnarok as a team fight, I think that Needlessly Large Rod will lose. They will lose the fight. As long as somebody is frontlining for Ragnarok, I think it is a big change.
Speaking of fight,
there it is.
Sugan is getting subjugated.
Wait, here's weak side. Here comes weak side.
Weak side, yet to pop the Glacial Prison. Who is he going to pop it on? He's got the Arctic Assault.
You gotta make sure you protect Ragnarok.
Yeah, he's not gonna pop it though, as topside is getting pushed in under tower. They're gonna just respond.
Big difference. Big. I gotta say, Ref, you're doing wonderful. Keep it up. That's I mean, big change on what happened from last game. This is a big turnaround.
This is a very big turnaround. Whew. Man.
Oh my gosh.
20 seconds to Baron. Yeah, this is a game. You know, and I feel like whoever gets his Baron is going to be pushing to end here very soon. I mean, so Salty Mandrakes have Soul, and that's huge because that eliminates a lot of the poke coming out from Carbon. That's good defense against their engage, but is it going to be enough to push him over the edge? Facing Fred, who we haven't really talked about a lot, but Fred is doing really, really well in the later stages of the game, able to take out, much like Surin. Oh my gosh, almost kills Carbon right there.
See, that's the problem though. Fred is very, very without...
Squishy.
Yeah, Saren is Fred's bane of existence.
Yep, gotta be careful for the double hop over the walls sort of shenanigans here, as weak side is split from the rest of his team. Sugan also kind of...
Subjugate's been popped, I think? No, not yet.
Subjugate is on hold. They don't want to pull the trigger. They're trying to hold it. The Mega Gnar is almost there. They can try to pull... Wait, they pulled Galliant over the wall, and he now has to pop Subjugate. Goes to push it, falls onto Seafell. Seafell falls from Fred. Fred is on the backside. Seafell Siren
Ragnarok's
is
still up.
against it. Oh, Ragnarok. Oh no, Sugan is getting onto Fred, and that's gonna be fall.
There you
Shut
go.
down goes over to.
Hey,
And
here comes Carbon.
Carbon is still in the front line, but no,
There
he
you
gets
go.
just get popped. Ragnarok is the member that is changing this fight around, and oh my gosh.
Let's go.
The
Let's
last
go.
kill. The ace goes over, not cleanly, but over to Ragnarok and his team as he is 5-1-10. They're going to take this Baron. Salty Mandrakes have come back with a vengeance. I mean, they knew they were on the front fall, but they just didn't know for sure. Now I think this takes the cake.
Yeah, Ragnarok and Sugan can take this. Rev can keep pushing mid lane. I love the fact the focus. Galliant was dead. Great. We lost Seafell early. Unfortunate. There goes our executes that could have made this easier. But guess what? Ragnarok was being protected by everything and anything that Mandrakes had to make sure that it was utilized to the ultimate potential. I loved it. There was so much. There was got to be some. The comms had been crazy of just, okay, they're on me. Move back. All right, I'm backing away. Now I'm coming back in. I need somebody protecting me. It's just got to be like so much.
Yeah, and this is a blind pillar going over to Ref here, and Ref misses the jump. He's Meganar though. He could respond. He does pop everything to his disposal, but Fred actually takes out.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, he takes out Ref, and okay, now we're back to square one, I think, as that's one less Baron member for this upcoming Elder in 40 seconds. This is intense. Oh my god.
He'll be up for Elder. He will be
up for Elder. He does have TP, so
teleport. Yep.
But he does not have the flash available to him. He does not. He needs to get that vision in to have effective use of this teleport, or else Baron is gonna fall, or excuse me, Elder Dragon is gonna fall really rapidly to both of these teams.
Okay, so I think making sure that Ragnarok is safe.
Wait, are they just pushing?
No, they're not. Are they just really just gonna? No, they're not. They're not gonna do that.
Okay,
no.
they have to protect Ragnarok, as we've been saying. And Fred is just going in, a lot constantly. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's see if he can pick up the kills. Carbon lands the ultimate on Seafield, but I don't think that's the target he wants to go for right now. Ragnarok is currently going to be... Or Siren. Siren does have the Zonias, but they have to focus the bot line. Okay, Weak Sides is getting engaged on here. Hostile Takeover is going to hit Ragnarok. Ragnarok is going to free far from the backside. Gallant is in the front. Weak Side is in the front. Ref is going to pop. Siren is going to pop Weak Sides here. Gallant is still here and misses. Sifo misses the ultimate execute. Carbon is now going to fall. Fred is not going to be stunned up, but Siren is there. Ragnarok is there, and that's going to be another ace. Not cleanly again, but oh my gosh. The Baron is going to end this game. Teleport from Siren is going to come out, and oh, wow. They didn't even need Elder to win this game. They just needed Ragnarok, and Siren left alive at the end of the fight. Wow.
Oh my lord, this is a game.
This is a game.
They have 12 seconds to end this.
They do.
Before,
they have Baron.
Before Weak Side gets up. Yes.
I don't know if Weak Side is going to be it. Yeah, there's too much attack speed on Ragnarok. Ragnarok carries this game hard.
This is it. This is it. There you go.
Weak Side gets pushed back, and that's it. That's going to be game for Salty Mandrakes. What a game series.
Wow.
What a game.
That is insane.
Let me just take a breath. You can talk about the game. I'm gonna put up the vote for MVP because there is a lot to talk to that MVP about, right?
Yes. I mean, okay, so we honestly thought that the goal difference was not going to be that large, but I think the fact of the matter is that Sugan was taking priority over objectives like Dragon, Heralds. Sure, needs large rods. Nice job taking turrets. But the ability that they had on the side of Mandrakes to prioritize all sorts of objectives and vision, that hawkshot helped so much all the time, making sure that they didn't get caught out too badly. It was a great job for, like, together. They kind of rounded it out. All they needed was for Ref to have a great game up in the top lane, and then they had it, and it was just great, and they just kept working on it and working on it. And at the end of the day, they were able to finalize it and make sure that it worked uniquely. I will not take it away from the needlessly large rods. Weak side and Galleon working together for that is amazing. Um, and then also for the bot lane, Fred doing amazing work getting that collector early, able to execute their tanks and starting to like make sure that he went from front to back. But honestly, at the end of the day, I honestly think that Neasy Large Rods should have went from back to front because without Ragnarok or Seafell or Siren and Ragnarok, those two key members, they had no damage.
Yeah.
Pike can't do damage by himself that well, or like don't at me on this, but I honestly don't think that Pike himself can do damage. Nunu, sure, ahead, but still unable, like, only was able to base tank everything. And then there was also the ref. Ref
Yeah.
was doing great, couldn't really finish up the game. So, again, congratulations to Mandrakes. Well done, well done. Your MVP, but Wookie. Who do you
Oh
say?
man, I mean, honestly, throughout these 3 games, I think Ref had the most story arc as he struggled in game 1, he struggled in game 2, came back immensely with the ganks from Sugan to set him up, make sure he was popping the Gnar ultimate off at the right moments in time. I could also make a case for Siren as well. I mean, great gameplay throughout all 3 games. Played astonishingly on the I think it was the Azir, or not the Azir.
Uh, it was a Silas,
Silas
then
and what was
Talia,
it? Talia. Yeah.
Talia.
I mean, didn't really do too good in the second game, but came back immensely in the third game, just popping people left and right. I mean, we saw him go into the middle of needlessly large rod and just pop FBN Yang multiple times. Ragnarok, I could also make a case for. Seafell, great roams. It's just it's really hard, but I'm gonna give it to Ref. He had the most story arc in all of this.
Um, Folks, just to let you know, we can have more than one MVP. In my case, as much as I love to hype up Ragnarok and Ref, I think that the person that honestly made sure that these 3 games, I mean, the 2 games that they won, immensely able, I'm gonna give it to Siren. Siren was such an immense player, especially with the Silas ultimates, stealing the Azir ultimate, stealing the Maokai ultimate. It was all had to do with that. And
All
also,
right.
sure, they had a bad game in game 2, but it was just redemption arc. This whole team had a redemption arc. And oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we have a
Triple.
three-way MVP.
We have a triple MVP here. I hope y'all are ready because I'm gonna pull you in for the MVP. We have a lot to talk about, I guess.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
that means. So Ref, Siren, and Seafell. I'm gonna
Oh
pull
my
them in.
gosh.
I hope they're ready because I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, just go for it.
All right, here we go. We got 1. We got 2. And we got 3. Okay, hello.
Howdy.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Wow.
Good. What a performance,
Great.
guys. How are you guys
Really
feeling right now? Like, are you stressed? Are you like, oh, we did it? Or like, are you like, ah, that was easy?
I am
Yeah.
glad
not
those
too bad.
disconnects didn't ruin me. That was
Oh,
just
yeah.
Honestly, oh my gosh, I kept seeing those disconnects. I'm like, oh my gosh, this man is about to break his computer because it's just like messing with him. You were having an amazing game 3, and all of a sudden, disconnect, reconnect, disconnect, reconnect,
it
disconnect.
was just constant. I think I died like once that game where I wasn't disconnected, and it was the last fight that we ended the game on. That was the only time I died, and I wasn't disconnected when I did it.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Wookie, would you like to start off with the questions?
Yeah. So you guys did end up taking 2 out of the 3 games. Now, what was there a change in game plan when it came to this last game? Because you guys ended off on a loss. You were like, oh my gosh, it's the 3rd game. What were kind of the thoughts going through your entire team now that I have 3 of you here when it came to the 3rd draft?
Anybody?
I guess I
Anybody?
might be able to go here. I think that we decided that we needed to get like a snowball lead because the other ones we were playing too slow, and then once like especially top lane, Refi was having a really hard time. He was getting
Yep.
camped quite a bit. So I
Yeah.
thought like once we slowly got further behind, even in the first game it happened a bit. Siren did manage to to bring that one back with the Silas, but we just kept slowly getting further behind. So I thought we have to go more snowbally. So I told Rag to play the Ash so we can get some good arrows with the Pike. And I think I was looking at the graph and it was something like 3k gold ahead at 10 minutes. And I was like right when I started hitting those alts. So I think we just needed to get more snowbally.
Okay, that definitely showed in the champions that were picked there, because I was on the side of like, oh, well, needlessly large rods are just gonna play team fight again. They're just gonna do the same thing they did in game 2. So you guys proved them wrong, and proved me wrong. So yeah, that was great.
I'm gonna say this. I wish that Sugan was here as well. Um, as a jungler main, I am very happy that Nunu was used the last game um, to win your guys' series. Okay, let me just make that out there. But Ref, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes,
This is
sir.
a major question.
Yes, sir.
Were you slamming your head into the keyboard during that second game?
Um,
Uh, that's safe to say.
um,
Yeah, I can confirm that.
Okay. No, I honestly, like I said, I was saying earlier, there are different ways to build Gnar. There are different keystones that you can take to make Gnar more useful. Conquer's not one of them that I've seen personally. I've normally seen just grasp or fleet footwork, but during the third game, you made it work. I'm happy for you immensely, but I
Hey,
have to
man.
ask between game 2 and 3, after that game, what helped you keep a clear mind to make sure that you went into game 3 clear state of mind?
Um,
tell me you
I
did, ref.
I didn't I didn't go into game 3 clear state of mind. I realized that I was just trying to do too much, and their top laner and their jungler were playing really really well together.
Mm-hmm.
So I just tried to lay back a little bit more, I guess.
Okay. And it worked. And it worked a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, I'm really happy for you. I'm happy that you were able, like, throughout the rest of the game, you were kind of like, okay, I'm better now. I'm better now. I'm better now.
Yeah,
Right?
of course. Yeah. Some
That's good.
confidence game 3. Some
Yeah,
confidence
there
game
you
3.
go.
The
There you
I
mental
was
go.
supposed to do that
reset.
all 3 games, man. What's going on?
The mental
Now,
reset. That's where it's at.
I'm gonna take another swag at a question really quick, Wookie. Siren,
Okay.
my boy.
Yo, yo, what's going on?
Oh my lord, game 1. Wow. That mental. And then game 2, unfortunately, like, when was the last time you played against the Fizz?
Oh my God, it's been a
Exactly.
while.
See, I
Yeah,
told you,
no,
Wookie.
yeah.
I told
I
you,
was a little
Wookie.
worried
I
walking in. I'm
told
not gonna
you.
lie. Yeah.
Unless you literally play against the Fizz consistently, or like after 10 games in a row, then you know, okay, this is the range that the Trickster can go. You can get off the Trickster,
And
or
his
this is the
cooldowns.
range. Yeah, and his
Cooldowns.
cooldowns. You
Yeah.
can't
His
time
E
it.
becomes ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's like a
Yes.
3-second cooldown at some point.
Yep.
Yes.
Indeed.
And and then game 3, like, were you on like a high, low, high kind of like mentality
We were
during?
feeling good.
You were feeling good?
Yeah, we were feeling good. I think so. Yeah.
That's good. I
Like
mean,
not. Yeah, we definitely felt good. We definitely knew we had to make some adjustments though, for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
We went in,
really happy for
did our
you
thing.
guys.
We also made some adjustments during that game too with our team fight, which I think won us the game because they were starting to scale on us and they were starting to get their front line was becoming too big.
Yeah, they were starting to group up. They were starting to kind of steamroll those very enclosed parts of the map, especially in the jungle. Like we saw Ref get like pounded against 4 people in that bot side on game 3. Like those clutch
We don't have to
moments
talk about that.
where you
It's
did
wrong.
get over the
Okay, so
wall.
it's supposed to
I
be
mean,
detailed.
we can clip it for you if you really want.
I mean, only if you sign it. Only if you sign it.
But yeah, I guess the point is you guys did a great job on distracting them, making sure that you guys were getting the picks, especially Siren. I mean, Siren played a beautiful game of LeBlanc. Like, I saw Siren go in the middle of their team and just pop their support Renata. I mean, that was incredible
That's
when
my
it comes.
girl.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's my girl.
But yeah, and then in game one, you were on the back foot against the Azir, but you slowly came back. You slowly started to cause chaos and started to split apart the team. We saw it even in game two. I think there was a fight at the Dragon where you guys had split apart their team, but then and they didn't know what to do. They were just like, oh, we're getting flanked. Oh, we're just gonna push one side, but then y'all started to kill them on the other side, and we're like, oh, well, they're starting to win this fight, and slowly that became, I guess, the thing. But I kind of want to ask for Siren here, what was it like when you were playing on the back foot in game two? Because you were like you said, you didn't know how to play against this Fizz, and he started just one shot you, like three shot you.
Yeah.
Were you kind of like, okay, can we take a different approach? Can we start to play together? Or was that just like, it's doomed?
Well, you just don't got much control, and you just gotta wait for
Yeah.
them to make mistakes and try and capitalize, and just
yeah.
hopefully like farm better than them, don't get strangled out. But they did a really good job choking us out, stole all our jungle camps, and shoved
Yeah.
waves really well, and went for objectives, and then forced us to miss big waves. So we
That's
just never
fair.
really got a chance to bounce back that game. And then they had so many slows game too. So I don't think our champions, like playing Talia, like you get Trundle and then Sejuani, and just you don't move.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It's just death. Yeah. So it was,
No.
they just outpicked us, and then they snowballed, and it just didn't go our way.
Now, my last
And,
question.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. My last
Sorry.
question is going to be, how were the comms during those last two team fights that you guys had? Who normally was calling? Was Ragnarok pretty much yelling, "Please protect me! Please protect me! Please protect me!"
Now Nunu makes most of our calls for sure, and then like we all kind of like make little calls and stuff like that, but Nunu pretty much decides most.
He's a Nunu main, right?
Oh, he's a Nunu main.
okay,
No, he's
yeah.
not.
Yeah, he
No,
is.
he is
His,
Nunu main.
his name was Nunu Enthusiast before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
He's a
love it.
Nunu main.
I love it. My gosh, it's great.
All right. Well, congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
Any other
Thank you, thank you.
question? Any other shout outs you guys want to
Oh,
make?
Dude, weak side mom, underwhelming.
Wow.
Oh,
How can you talk that much
Oh
shit? And,
my
like,
Whoa.
Yeah.
like his
I was
jungler
getting
Oh.
pinged every day,
How-
getting
how do you
pinged
talk
every
that
day
much?
saying we were gonna disband.
and like not get a solo kill, and then
oof.
I kind of walked him down a few times solo top in the first game on the Silas
I don't
Renekton. I don't know
know.
if you guys saw that.
We were questioning why
Yeah, that
you
was
went up
personal. I
top
just had to
lane.
show him. I just had to
Oh,
show him.
okay. All right.
You know,
All
just let him
right.
know. You know, just
Oof.
don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just-
Respect me, okay? Like,
Respect
I'm
my
just kidding.
torty.
No, they played really well.
No.
All right.
It was nice
I want
to,
to commend the enemy
they played
team.
well.
That game two was really, really clean. Man.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so nice.
And even game one was tight. Like game one was their game. Like we got a little ahead, and then we choked them out, and they just didn't make any plays. And like we know same thing for them game two, except they just didn't have it. 19 kills Silas.
Yeah, true.
So, I'm just
19 back on Magi too.
Yep.
25.
25
It was 25
at
at
one
one
point.
point, yeah.
Yeah.
And you lost it.
Yeah, we lost it, but we always get it back.
But thank you guys so much for the amazing series, and
Yeah.
you guys played a wonderful game.
And
And
it was
congratulations on keeping
be
your
a part
first
of.
place.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
you keep the first or I think you no, you guys were not, you were second place, so now you tie
Yeah.
with them.
Well, we got
since-
the tiebreaker, I'm sure. You know, what I mean, head to head, right?
Yeah. So
So yeah, you make sure they're below us.
yeah, for sure.
Just kidding.
But yeah, we'll have to do some maths on that. But yeah, congratulations once again. This was an exciting match for both teams. So yeah, you guys go enjoy your win. We do have a match tomorrow night, everybody. It's gonna be, what was it again? Let me see. real quick.
I got you.
It was TPO We Hate Renekton versus TPO No Penta. It's gonna be same time, 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. So tune into that.
Do a
But
little
yeah.
scouting.
Do a little scouting. Yeah, but this game does, made a name for yourselves. I think this game, because we didn't see you before. You guys came in 2-0'd. Who did you guys 2-0 last week? I believe it was
Clarity.
So now you're 2-1 this, but it's week 3. We got 2 more weeks to go. So congratulations, you guys did very, very well in this next game. So Yeah, but that's it all here for the cast on Mythic Esports, lol. Be sure to join us tomorrow at the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, for another banger game. It's gonna be, I think, in that bracket, it's gonna be the top, or top 2 or top 3 seeded team versus the bottom tier, no penta. So hopefully this one's a banger as well. But yeah, everybody have a great night and stay safe.
Laters.
Later.